Being Pasadena Elementary's #1 lizard detective is pretty tough, but Chet Gecko is tougher. Being murdered in a hit and run, buried in a shallow grave, and then having to viciously claw my way out is a lot to go through for most kids. But for Chet Gecko, it's a typical Tuesday. This case started just like any other, being run down in the street like a homeless dog. I don't remember much after that, but the game was afoot. I followed up by meeting with the only contact I had come to know, only as Mountain. Why'd you ask me to meet you here?
Fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-day. The clue you next seek is covered in hay.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's all I got. I'm Bone John. Now it's time for me to say bye-bye.
I didn't know what to make of that mysterious riddle, but I knew I wasn't gonna figure it out in my present state. I decided to go to the hot dog shop to collect my thoughts and maybe enjoy a tasty hot dog. Hi there, buddy. Can I get a hot dog?
We don't serve your kind here.
Lizards?
No, detectives.
Oh, I ain't no detective. I just like the code.
Well, alrighty then. We don't have any hot dogs, but we do have cereal.
I would love a bowl. Thank you.
What brings you here?
Well, trying to find out who murdered my friend.
I'm sorry to hear that. May I ask how your friend died?
Hit and run.
What kind of car?
Black Honda Pilot struck him in the middle of the road at night.
Really? I own a black Honda Pilot, but it was stolen from me just a couple days ago.
The accident was only a couple days ago.
Well, I'll be.
May I inquire as to the whereabouts of where you got your vehicle?
Got it from a man named Harry-Go-Lucky Hannigan. He's deep into the gambling syndicates. Real bad stuff.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Good luck solving the case.
Thank you. The cereal was delicious.
I noticed, as I was walking out, that the cereal had a green tint and decided to go back in to ask.
By the way, buddy, I have to ask, why was that cereal a little bit green?
Oh, I found it with some of the meat I found hanging off my car this morning. It looked really strange. Kind of like you, young feller.
Like my mother always said, sometimes you bite into a hot dog, sometimes you bite into your own flesh. I was horrified. At that point, there was only one thing I could do. I paid for my meal and left. I decided to go back to my office. The car was, as Rob had said, a black Honda Pilot. What he didn't say was that the man he bought it from, Harry-Go-Lucky Hannigan, sold Rob his car under duress. I decided to try to find Mr. Hannigan to see why. Mr. Hannigan, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Did you at one point own a black Honda Pilot?
Maybe. So what if I did?
Did you sell that car to one Rob Mangoli?
Are you going somewhere with this?
Mr. Hannigan, do you have any reason to suspect that your vehicle may have been used in any wrongdoing over the past 24 hours?
No. Why?
May I inquire as to your whereabouts over the past 24 hours?
Look, kid. Do you have a warrant?
I'm just asking some questions here, Mr. Hannigan. That's all.
Do I need a lawyer?
I'm just a young lizard detective. Why would you need a lawyer?
What's all this about, anyhow?
Mr. Hannigan, at 9:48 p.m. last night, your car struck and murdered a man. It was reported missing by its owner, Rob Mangoli, 3 days earlier. Now, I will ask you again, Mr. Hannigan. Do you know anything about the whereabouts of your vehicle?
I wish I could help you, kid. I really do. But I don't remember anything.
No problem. Many thanks for the hospitality of your reclining chair. Hannigan was lying. I saw a receipt on his table from an auto repair shop for a black Honda Pilot with yesterday's date on it. Finally, a good solid lead. I went back to Hannigan's house to confront him on his lie. Why'd you lie to me about the car, Hannigan?
I didn't lie to you.
Answer me!
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Don't lie to me, Hannigan! At first, I had no idea what was going on. Then I realized what was happening. Before I could do anything, he stopped moving. The autopsy that had been done by the city ruled Hannigan's death was a suicide by cyanide. I went to track down the one person in town that sells cyanide.
How did I know I'd find you here? Why'd you give Hannigan the cyanide? Damn it! I'll solve this case without your help.
If my help is what you seek, under a garbage can you must peek.
And then it hit me. The answer was right in front of me the entire time.
Hey Rob, you mind if I ask you a few more questions about your car?
Sure, kid, but make it fast. I got business to run.
You said you reported it missing on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, why?
Because the GPS in your car said it didn't move at all that day, except for once.
What?
Yeah, would you be interested in knowing what time that was?
Sure, kid.
9:40 p.m. Just before your car, the black Honda Pilot, was involved in a hit and run. Involving me.
You?
Yeah, remember that green cereal, Rob?
Yeah. What about it?
That's right. How many people do you think there are in this world that are colored bright green? You saw the green meat and you're hanging off your car and you didn't question it?
Well, I mean... Hey, what's
Hey
going
Rob,
on
one more
here?
thing.
Yeah?
Remember when I said I wasn't a detective?
Yeah?
I lied.
No! No! No!
Finally, I had solved the case. Now, there was only one thing left to do.
I did it. I solved the case. Now there's only one thing left to do. Lift up your mask, Mount Blue.